What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of This Ain't Practice. I am your host, Chris J.
And I am your DJ, Sean. What's popping, bro? How you feeling?
On, man? You doing all right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Living the dream, man. Living the dream, man.
How you feeling? How was your week?
Week was cool. Week was cool. First 3 days traveling at like a little conference, academy type deal, and then
where they have you at?
So I was out in Detroit.
Oh, the D, man. My home away from home, man. Shout out to the D.
Okay, you don't know nothing about Detroit.
I've never been there before.
You don't know nothing about Detroit, man. Well, it's good. The airport is nice, man.
Oh, is it?
Really? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real nice. So we did that, and then got to be at the crib, the last couple of days or whatever. So it was cool, man. It was cool. How was your week?
It was good, man. Work. You know, it was my first full week, back, since I was up in the soda, the prior week and weekends. Right. And it was good, man. Work, grind. Yesterday, worked all day.
Till Saturday.
Yeah,
good times.
Yeah, you know how it is, man. When work calls, you got to get it. So
you got to answer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it. Well, shoot, man, we got some stuff to talk about, man.
Man, it's I don't know if it's good stuff, but it's definitely stuff to talk about, man.
Definitely got some stuff to talk about,
man. Let's
just get into it.
Yeah, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into these Timberwolves playing like straight busters. The first two games of the series, man, got home court advantage. They're having live block parties in downtown Minneapolis. The city's lit, man. They got the all white or the all blue, whatever they're coordinate, man. Everybody's lit. You got the stars there, and the Timberwolves are not showing up. We got the big homie joining the chat right about now too.
Laughing.
Yeah, I had to tap in with him the other day, man. Just make sure he was okay, man. I knew he was going to be distraught, man, with the way the Bulls were playing, but
had to check that blood pressure.
Had to check that temperature, man. Had to check the temperature.
They cooked. But we'll get into that.
I don't know where to start, man. I mean, I guess let's go ahead and start with Rudy Gobert. He's the reigning defensive player of the year, 4-time defensive player of the year. Why the world in game 2 for starters? Why do you have him on Luka? I don't even blame Rudy for that. Why you got Rudy on Luka Doncic on the perimeter? Man, got that dude looking like Gregory Hines, man. Horrible. Had homie on skates. Man, dude, did you see, man, Luka's, man, he's and Rudy, man, he did the electric slide. He did the running, man.
You can't feel
it. It's electric. Man, with the electric, man. Had my man sliding.
Slide to the left.
There's a steal shot of Jaden McDaniel, and he's standing behind Rudy, man. He's like this, like.
Yeah, he was like, that ain't gonna get it.
Like,
that ain't gonna work.
This is not gonna work.
This is not gonna, this
is not gonna work.
They slowed it up, and he was like, and it didn't work
at all.
It didn't work. I don't know why they did that. Did they miss a switch?
Well, no. I mean, it's the play that if you look at it, they've been running it. Dallas has been running it the whole time. Whoever Luka's man is lively, typically they come up and set the screen, and then it forces Luka to switch over on Kyrie or forces Rudy to switch over on Luka or Kyrie. That's Betty Crocker, man. That's cooking season right there.
Yeah.
Every single time. And my thing is, I was telling my brother, forget all that. Just double team Luka and let Lively, because if Lively beats you on the 2-point shot, the game is tied.
Right.
But you gonna give Luka a 3? Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing, man? I don't know. And it was so funny because just like an hour ago, you're talking about how Finch was a genius. Don't lie, that's not cap.
Man, Finch is an outstanding coach. He is, but man, that's just crazy. Because if you notice the adjustment they made from game 1 to game 2, they blitzed. Because
Yeah.
before they were dropping back, and then when they were dropping back, they were getting cooked. So
Right.
then they were blitzing, they were running at Luka or Kyrie, and that was working. But
For a while.
I don't get it.
I when they went in that run, I think the Wolves still up by like 13 or something like that. I was like, it's over.
You did say that because we were like, they're Minnesota doing Minnesota things.
Yeah, it's over, man. Like I could feel the momentum, you know what I'm saying, in my living room. I'm like, yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, we can't sustain this. So and then your boy, so that's Rudy. He's a great rim protector. I don't know why I don't just have his ass sit down there. I don't know, man. But what did Kobe say? He said they stopped doing the second half. Yeah,
They did. I mean, and I don't know if that's something that you can do over the course of a whole game. I was kind of wondering about that,
You
but
think
like,
tire the
man,
guys out?
yeah, I just don't know. And we speaking to Tyre, and like you can see how tired Ann is chasing Kyrie around.
Yeah,
That's impacting him on the offensive end.
Right. Yeah, it was funny. I mean, I don't think he called that Kyrie. He said that he had to, it'd be a matchup or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't call him out. No,
he didn't call it. It'd be a matchup. But either way, Kyrie was like the big homie. Don't do me no favors.
None. No, that was a classic line by J.F. Evans. No favors.
Don't do me no favor. So it said, Fahim said Ant-Man Loki has been in the slump. Yeah,
he has.
Yeah, he been playing scared.
Man, you see, like some of those turn like that. I know
what you're talking about.
And people were talking about that Kobe, that MJ, like he's got that athleticism and stuff, but man, he was shying away from the moment, man. It was over there, where he threw the ball and they got the turnover because you can see Chris Finch's face. Like, what are we doing? I'm like, man, I would rather.
What are we doing?
Yeah, or attack.
Attack, just go downhill. It had been working.
Yep.
Go downhill, get the bucket or get the foul. You know what I'm saying? And sure, it's the fourth quarter, small market team. They're not going to call all the fouls. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I don't know why he was so afraid to do that. It's just like they're giving you the ball, and it's just he was indecisive, and I don't know, man. It's not the same team that we've been watching. Yeah, he's very gun shy. I don't know why shooters shoot.
I agree.
I don't understand that. As Big Homie said, he wanted that matchup. He shouldn't guard Luka or Kyrie. They need him on offense. I agree.
And if you do it, you can do it in spurts. You know what I mean? Or do it in the second, in the fourth quarter. If he's not in foul trouble and he's in his bag, then you can do it. But like, don't start him out. Just go ahead and put Conley on Kyrie. Conley's gonna get cooked, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Young Kobe said the pressure got to him. I feel. Yeah,
I agree.
But he was talking all that jibber jabber like he lived for those moments. So
yep.
Like Kobe agrees. Yeah, fourth quarter. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man, because I honestly thought the Nuggets were the better team. Like as far as better than the Mavs.
You know what? The Nuggets, we talked about, they lost a lot of that depth they had last year. I think 1 through 5 they were probably better, but the Wolves, when you're bringing a Naz Reid's an X factor. We saw what he did the other night, which is a shame because he kept him in the game because Towns and Cat did nothing.
They were nowhere to be found.
Nowhere.
Yeah. And that Naz Reid basically put Cat on the bench
as he should have.
Yeah. It's all about matchups. I thought about that too.
Yeah,
it might just be the matchups.
They match up well with the Nuggets because they got those rotating bigs they can throw at Jokic. And again, we talked about it. The Nuggets are not as deep.
Right. Absolutely. See, Kobe's our big man are getting absolutely outplayed. Yep.
100%. And that's why I predicted the Wolves. I said the Wolves would win in 7 because I thought the Wolves would have the advantage in the paint, and they don't. Lively is a freshman, and he's playing better than any of our bigs.
He's dominating.
Yep.
He's dominating down there, man, and just catching lob after lob. It's crazy. It's great. I saw God, what was it? Conley threw a crazy looking lob to Gobert. There's no way he was gonna catch that. And I've never seen him do that. I'm like, what is happening?
Man, Gobert is so big, but when he can't even make like a basic layup. It looks just so bad, man. It looks horrible when he's trying to even shoot a layup.
Yeah, he does. He does. But sometimes he'll surprise you. Sometimes he'll come there with a Euro step and go in. Yeah. Like, oh, do you really have that in your bag? Or
right. You can't even run regular. You can't even step regular. And you're doing Euro steps. Do the American step. Like, do that regular. Put one foot in front of the other. You can't even do that right. You got the nerves be trying to add some sauce on it doing Euro steps. Man, cut it out, bro. That dude be pissed. He be pissing me off, man. You're too big to be like by the paint missing like wide open point blank layups. Like you're 7'1", man. You should just be able to just drop it in there. Like wide open, and then clapping your hands after, like, oh man, can't believe I missed that. Dude, yeah, like shut up. You've been doing it your whole career. Like, it's some surprise now. Get out of here with that mess.
He's a liability on offense, man.
Oh man,
he's a liability. He can only catch lobs. That's it. That's it. It's crazy, man. So what do you think about Cat, man?
It's the same thing. Cat is like Cat. It's the peaks and valleys with Cat. You know, I was listening to NBA radio and they were like, Cat normally does something once a game where you're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, just makes a dumb play like once a game. And they're like, he's too good and too talented. Cause you like Jeff Teague, who used to play with the Wolves, he was like, Cat's like skill wise, he's like, Cat can do it all. He's like, there's just always, you know, it's just something with Cat. You know?
It's always something.
It's always something.
Yeah. Yeah. Just I don't know, man. What do you think? I know you got a burp here. Do you think Ant is showing his youth?
I don't know. Question. He's showing his youth. He's showing it. Like he'll be better for this moment right here. Right. But I don't want to hear that right now, though.
No.
We could talk about that after the season and next year and the year after. But right now, I don't want to hear that. I want him to step up.
Yep. This is your moment.
Yep. And I think it was Kobe. He had posted on Facebook about, you know, this is the furthest they had been in 20 years and enjoying the moment. Like, I get that. But the problem with that, with me, we've been watching the Wolves for so long. It's like we kind of like deduce like our expectations of them by like, oh, they ain't never really been this far in 20 years. So like, you know, we got to be happy with this. Like, nah, you had 2 games at home. You really should have won 2 at worst case, well, 1-1. So like,
yeah, because they were way up.
Correct. There's just no excuse. Like, you come back to Dallas with a split, you know, like you could easily win game 3. You know, now you're up 2-1. You put the pressure back on the Mavs.
Right. That's all they had to do.
Yep.
That's all they had to do. What were they up by? 17 at the most?
I believe upper teens.
Yeah. What did Big Homie got to say? He said, it's clear the moment is too big for him. You know he wants to do better.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree. He wants to. It's too big. Like, we saw it, man. The fourth quarter, he basically stopped playing. You know, passing off to his teammates. It was just like, look, you're not LeBron. Okay.
No. And you and I know. I mean, you remember the young Kobe Bryant, man. That dude was airballing 3-pointers in Utah in the playoffs. He was not passing it. He was like, we're gonna go down. The ship's gonna go down with me shooting, right? And it's just like, Ant, like, you can't, you know. And again, I think he'll learn from this, but it's like, we need you to attack. You got to get into attack mode because you're like really our only perimeter player that can get to the cup on a consistent basis. So you gotta, you know, and they relied, you know, even when Dallas was making a run, the Wolves were shooting too many 3-pointers. They relied on way too many 3-pointers, and we got to talk about, and it's the rule. But that's a horrible rule that where the ball went off of Jaden McDaniels and Kyrie Irving clearly fouled him, hit him across the arm. To me, you can't tell me the premise of they're going back to the monitors to get the play right, but then you see he's getting fouled. You're not getting the play right because you didn't call the foul, which, you know, the rules committee needs. They need to address that ASAP because that's ridiculous. You're losing games off of that, or
they really are
games.
Yep, I agree because that was a crucial moment.
It was
right there. And I mean, he was clearly fouled, and it's just like, oh yeah, we saw that, but the rule says no, big homie. That ain't we're not saying that's what lost. That's not
why they lost, but you can't tell me he got fouled. You can't tell me the rule should be we're going to ignore the foul and then just say the ball went off of him and we got
Right.
the play right. That's nonsense.
Right.
That's not on the officials. That's the rule. The Wolves lost the game because the Wolves played sloppy in the second half. They didn't play good defense. They took their foot off the gas. It's a myriad of reasons. That's not why they lost the game because of that play. But that play was crucial.
The play was crucial. And Dallas fans will tell you that the Wolves got screwed. I've talked to a couple of them. They're like, man, y'all got screwed last game. I'm like, both games. They're like, yeah, okay, fine. But the last game was really bad. Like,
yeah.
You know, so I mean, they're not saying they won off of technicalities, but you know, they are acknowledging that, you know, the refs were doing some, you know, hitting over some crappy calls, and again, you know, that whole deal. So I don't know, man.
So what's your prediction for it? I mean, obviously tonight is a must-win game.
Yeah,
I thought Friday nights was must-win, but obviously tonight is. What's your thoughts for tonight?
I think they can pull it out. Okay. They'll make some adjustments, and you know, they've learned from game one and game two, and I'm sure, you know, the Finch and the coaching staff have talked to Ant, you know, and talked to Cat, and you know, just like you kind of explain to them, like, you know, what is expected of them, and you know, how, I don't know, I don't know. Don't listen to me. I mean, I think we'll win it.
What do you think? Hart saying, yeah. I just sometimes, man, when you lose a game like that, I don't know, you know, if you got that bounce back in you, and that's what they, you know, they got to be able to have that short memory and get, you know, put Friday night's game, you know, behind them and move on. You know, the crowd down here is going to be lit.
Yeah.
You know, at American Airlines Arena. So,
yeah. Well,
they got to come out, man, and attack. You know, got to make their shots. You need some other players besides Naz Reid scoring buckets, man. Like Rudy and Ant, man. They gotta play. Ant's got to play. You know, and we'll get into that. You know, he's got to play at the All NBA level that you know that he was voted on. So.
Yeah. So, same with Jaden though. He's got to score, man.
Yep.
He can score. He just needs to do it. They don't really run a whole lot of plays, you know, for him, but he's got to find a way to get to the cup. But yeah, I think they have the firepower to win a game. I don't know if they can win the series now, though. I think it's a wrap.
I agree. I agree, but you know, we'll take it one game at a time. So you know, I'm gonna go with the Hart pick. I'll say the Wolves will win tonight. I'll say they win by 5.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Everybody in the chat, if anybody's in the chat, give us your prediction. What you think the Wolves and Mavs will be for tonight. So man, we'll go on to the Pacers. We won't have a super long show today, but we'll go on to the Pacers and the Celtics, man. Pacers without Halliburton, man, they had a nice lead and then just blew it.
Yep, they did. I was hoping they could hang on to that, man, but you know, that was tough. That was tough, man. Tatum and Brown are too much. They're done, dude. They're done.
It's a wrap. I didn't think. I thought if they won one game, they would be lucky, but they really should have. If you look at it, they should have won game 1 and 3.
They should have. They should have. Papa Jones got wolfed by 6.
Okay.
Yeah, they should have, man. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. That momentum shift, man. When the Celtics get that momentum shift, man, they go on that run. They can't stop them. Let's see what does the big homie said. The big homie said, I don't think they can win if these games are in the hundreds. Keep Mavs under 100 and it's on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel that. Kind of like what they did with Denver.
Yeah, that's a good analysis.
Yeah. What'd you think, man? What do you think about the whole thing?
Yeah, Pacers. I mean, they don't. You know, they playing them tougher than I thought, but it's about to be a sweep.
Yeah, I think so. Is Halliburton coming back next game?
I didn't see. I doubt it.
Okay. All right.
And they played well without him yesterday, to be honest with you. But
they did. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't like series like this. It's 3-0. Has any team ever came back from 3-0?
Down 0-3. I don't. Now, Braun came back from what, 3-1?
3-1, yeah.
Man, I don't, especially in the conference finals, I can't remember any.
I can't remember either. Even the big homie saying his Pacers are cooked. Yeah. Especially without Halliburton. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Tatum and Brown are too good. They're too good. And their role players and bench players are pretty good too. So
100%.
yeah.
And then Porzingis isn't playing. I think they're just getting Porzingis ready for the NBA Finals. You know, with the injury he has, he's missed the majority of playoffs, and you get Porzingis.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over. See what Kobe said. Golden State came back 3-1.
Oh, against OKC. Yeah, he's right.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when Durant left and then joined the Warriors after that. He's right.
Yeah, that's why everybody was so pissed off.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, I don't see the Pacers doing that though. Not without Halliburton.
I don't either, man. So yeah, let's jump into they announced the All NBA team the other day.
Yeah.
So that the first, you know, with Joker.
You got the list?
Yeah, Joker being the player of the MVP, so he's on there. So it's Giannis, Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the Joker, and Jason Tatum. And this is the first year they didn't do it by position; they just picked 5.
Okay.
So
that's
typically it's been 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center, but they kind of shied away from that. I don't really know how I feel about that.
I mean, you kind of leave if you're only pick a certain position, you leave some folks off that should be on there.
Yeah. So you have any issues with that first team?
Yeah, I don't have any issues with who's on the list, but who's off the list, Ant-Man should be on there.
Okay, well, we'll go. So second team is Jalen Brunson, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, and Kawhi Leonard. And then
Kawhi Leonard. I don't know why Kawhi Leonard's on that list.
Now he played 68 games. He was like 20. He was 25, 26 points, 6 or 5 rebounds, 6 or 5 assists. He actually had a good year, but he just he misses the game. So
yeah, and he missed the playoffs basically. Right? No, he came back. Right?
Yeah, but he wasn't effective.
No.
Third team is Devin Booker, Curry, Tyrese Halliburton, LeBron James, and Sabonis.
How's LeBron on the third team with Sabonis? He should be at least second team. Anthony Davis is on second team. That's trash.
I mean, what I don't like about this is like Jaylen Brown. The Celtics had the best record. Jaylen Brown should have been on one of those teams. They had the best record.
Oh, he wasn't mentioned at all, was he?
No. And then Tyrese Maxey, the way he carried the fort down with Embiid missing all those games. Like the thing is, you could always throw like names in a hat and pick some guys that missed it that should have been on and vice versa. But I don't know. I don't think Devin Booker should have made it. I think Maxey or Jaylen Brown should have been on there over him.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because I'm like Booker. I'm Booker on there. Yeah. I think Anthony Edwards should at least be first team. LeBron should be second team. He should be on there with Anthony Davis. They were about equal. What was LeBron's stats? Did he average like 24, 25 a game?
Yeah, he was in that 24, 25, and I think like 5 and 5 or in that area. So him and Kawhi, I think, were pretty similar.
Right. So how's Kawhi on second team and LeBron is on third?
I think some of that may be they also might have factored in the record of the Clippers with the Lakers being in the play-in. Because I don't think the Lakers played well enough to have 2 guys on the second team.
But they're the only ones playing.
Yeah.
So they should be on the same team. I think they should at least both be on second team. But whatever. It is what it is. My biggest gripe is that Ant-Man ain't on first team. Because are they taking any of these the playoffs performance?
No.
It's just
all regular season.
Okay.
This voting is done at the end of the regular season, so no playoffs.
Okay. All right. I mean, we knew Ant-Man was a great player in the regular season, but he really got to show what he's all about. In these the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. So, all right, I can concede to that. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I can see. I think second team. I think Now it's going to be up to him to, take it to that, to that next level.
Right.
To get to first team next year.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because right now he's kind of overshadowed by the SAG. So, all right. I mean, that's I think we're good, man.
Yeah, but let's real quick, man.
Yeah.
I know like today's going to be a little shorter show, but just want to run through the real quick, man. So the Cavaliers, they fired JB Bickerstaff. I don't agree with him getting fired.
Yeah, they killed it this season.
Yeah, they went from not making the playoffs to the play-in to getting eliminated in the first round, and they won a series. So I don't agree with that. And then the Lakers, they're just waiting to get a coach. So I wonder what the holdup is with that. But hopefully, with the next show, we'll have
some. Maybe they don't want to interfere with the Western Conference Finals. I don't know. Or not Western Conference, but the conference finals
with the playoffs. And I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
So maybe they want to wait on that, but yeah, hopefully we know something soon and we can chop it up about it.
For sure.
All right, what else we got? You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah. No, it was going to be a short show today, but we'll have an extensive, longer show next Sunday. But we just wanted to tap in with everybody. Appreciate you joining us for today. And enjoy the games or the game today, and I think the Celtics and Pacers tomorrow, and then we'll talk about this more next week.
All right. Thanks for joining, guys. Like and subscribe and share.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Okay.